What is going on, my Houston Texans family? When you see clickbait articles like this, you understand why the outside world views the Houston Texans as a disorganized franchise and maybe a team that isn't quite ready to take the next step. The Battle Red blog, and shout out to them, they do a good job covering the Houston Texans. I'm going to drop the link for this article down below in the comments. But it goes, CJ Stroud has yet to sign his rookie contract. That is the title of the article. And down below it, could the rookie miss training camp while negotiating his contract? Now, it is absolutely absurd that we are talking about CJ Stroud holding out in his first ever NFL training camp. The dude hasn't even thrown a pass on Sundays, guys. But if you are a real Houston Texans fan, this goes against everything that CJ Stroud has shown us so far. When you look at his interviews, when you go back and you listen to him talk after practice, he is praising his teammates. He's talking about being a hard worker. He mentions God every 2 to 3 sentences. And not only that, he talks about having a good and high character. Him sitting out just doesn't make sense for the Houston Texans. It doesn't make sense for CJ Stroud, especially when head coach DeMeco Ryans said a couple of weeks ago that there would be an open training camp battle between number 2 overall pick CJ Stroud and third-year quarterback Davis Mills. Man, let's go ahead and break down this article and talk about it. But before we do, welcome everyone to the 713 Houston Sportcast. I'm your host, Ruben Calvillo. I drop daily Houston Texans content. Follow my socials, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. I'm going to drop the links down below. We are so close to 7K. So if you are new here, guys, welcome. Feel free to like, comment, and definitely hit that sub button. And the article goes, Houston Texans general manager Nick Caserio has finessed a noteworthy offseason this far. His only blemish, failing to sign his new rookie quarterback to a contract. Now, Nick Caserio has done a good job in his offseason, in my opinion. You got head coach DeMeco Ryans. You had a very solid free agency where you got a captain for every single position group. Your draft was absolutely insane. Teams, news, media could not stop talking about how good of a job the Houston Texans have done. But his only blemish, failing to sign his new rookie quarterback to a contract. The article continues. CJ Stroud is one of only 25 rookies to enter training camp without a signed contract, according to NFL trade rumors. He's also the only Texans draft choice yet to put pen to paper. So what are we talking about here? It's not just CJ Stroud. It's 25 other players. The article continues. The second overall pick in the 2023 NFL draft is set to make just under $40 million. While the contract has yet to be signed, rookie contracts are fairly confined due to positional and draft pick data every year clearly defining the market. Even so, rookies exhibit their due diligence to ensure they're set up properly for the next 4 to 5 years. No question there. You obviously want our rookies to get paid. Notably, none of the first-round quarterbacks in this class have signed their rookie deals. Each of Bryce Young, Anthony Richardson, and Stroud are extremely aware that their contract terms and conditions will directly affect one another. Whichever player's camp flinches first and signs their deal will set the proceedings for the other negotiations. So what are we talking about here? Why are we putting out could he miss training camp while negotiating his rookie contract? Why do I not see articles about Bryce Young potentially holding out, about Anthony Richardson holding out? And yes, this article does not say that those guys or CJ Stroud are thinking about holding out, but they insinuate it. Now, if you are a Houston Texans fan, you know why when you look at his agent. A premeditated standoff does not bode well for the Texans, as Stroud has chosen David Mulugheta from Athletes First to be his agent. Mulugheta is infamous for his influence in the proceedings of contract talks. His players regularly hold out from camp or take to the press to spin the narratives against the organization. His clients range from Micah Parsons to Michael Thomas, and most notably, Deshaun Watson. And this is why this article was written. Because of David Mulugheta and Deshaun Watson. The ugly breakup at the end of the trade request. Remember, it was he didn't even play a full, the year where he could have. He sat out, and it was after he signed a huge contract and cried in front of the fans and said, I want to be legendary here in Houston. The relationship between the Texans and David Mulugheta is very iffy. However, Nick Caserio in this tweet right here, said whether or not Houston's draft CJ Stroud has nothing to do with the fact that Ohio State QB is represented by David Mulugheta, the agent who represented Deshaun Watson. No factor at all, Nick Caserio said. Thankfully, Caserio followed through and prioritized the player over the agent. Stroud was absolutely the right choice given the circumstances of the second overall pick. Now Caserio needs to buckle down before training camp and finalize this deal before it becomes a bigger story. You're making the story right here, my guy. If Stroud's contract negotiations continue through the start of training camp, he will immediately fall behind in his development within the offense, considering the entire offense will be starting at ground zero. Not having him in camp would be a disaster, to say the least. The article concludes, the contract is crucial, not only getting it done, but how it's formulated. Each of the last 6 Super Bowls have had a QB on their rookie contract. Houston's front office must design a deal that will avoid contract renegotiations in 3 years while buffering enough flexibility to bolster a fledgling roster. I understand the concern. I get it. But it's not a big deal. CJ Stroud is going to sign his rookie contract. He is going to be there day one of training camp. And he is going to be the starter week 1 against the Baltimore Ravens. If CJ Stroud holds out, then this isn't the guy who we thought this was. Then everything that he has said to his players, to his coaches, to his fans has all been fugazi and a lie. Shout out to the Battle Red Block for getting me hyped up. But I do not think CJ Stroud is going to miss training camp because of his contract. He is a good kid. This is a guy who has fought for everything in his life. From not even starting to high school into his junior year, to not even being invited to the Elite 11, being one of the last quarterbacks to be invited. He won that season and won the MVP. To not even being put on by a scout at Ohio State. It was his best friend or one of his friends. Competition, adversity is nothing new to CJ Stroud. For more Houston Texans content, feel free to come back for more. Let me know what you guys think about this article. Go Texans. You guys have a very blessed day.